Hello and welcome to Wisdom from Gran. This is Lynn from Madajan's Herbals, and tonight we're going to do another Yule or Christmas gift idea. This one has an element of magic to it, so this is something that you can either take to the next level of magic or to simply do it with good intentions and leave it at that. We are going to make Pinecone Wishes. Now, when my kids were little, we lived here in North Everett, and there were a lot more trees in North Everett than what there are now. And every fall, I would gather my kids, and we would walk around the neighborhood and talk to the people that owned pinecone trees, because while I have trees, I don't have pinecone trees. And we would ask if we could clean up their yard of pine cones for them. They always were very excited that we were coming to get some of their pine cones, that they wouldn't have to pick them up, and that they wouldn't have to mow over them. So for me, it was a win-win. Ultimately, my kids decided they hated doing that, and still to this day talk about going on walks to collect treasures. So we don't have those pinecone trees here in North Everett anymore. And so what we are going to use tonight for our pinecone wishes are cinnamon pine cones. Now, these are the pine cones that are outside all of the grocery stores and all of the craft stores in red bags, that if you smell them, they smell just like cinnamon, and it is and they're a very nice addition to your house in terms of good smells. Now, the reason I'm so happy to use these cinnamon is because cinnamon is one of the herbs that is used during fall, during the Christmas season. It was considered back in the first century AD. It was considered a spice of the kings. The cost of the cinnamon was 15 times the equivalent weight of silver. That's amazing. It is produced from the bark of an evergreen tree, so that represents life, death, and rebirth, or immortality. It is a masculine herb associated with the sun and the element of fire, and it's used for love, passion, healing, and consecration magic. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make a tree ornament. Now, this tree ornament, though, is going to have wishes that you put into this pine cone for the person that you're giving it to. Now, you can put it on your own tree, or you can give it to, a loved one or a friend, and they can put it on their tree. Now, ultimately, there is a magical ritual that we will do for those inclined to do so, and we'll talk about that after we get it all put together. But magic, as you know, is all intent. So if you're putting your wishes onto this pine cone for your person or yourself, that magic is being imbued into this pine cone. So what we're going to do is you're going to take an 8.5 piece by 11 piece of regular printer paper, and you're going to fold it in half, and then you're going to fold it in half again, and then in half again. And then when you open it up, you're going to cut on all those lines. So this will give you 8 pieces of paper. All right? And it's dependent upon, obviously, the size of your pine cone, but this should fit most of them. Now, on each one of those pieces of paper, you are going to write a wish. So, the wishes that I've written up to this point are, I wish for you love of and for yourself. I wish for you the love and support of family and friends. I wish for you the courage you need to meet each day. I wish for you to be comfortable with your true, authentic self. I wish for you to find your tribe. I wish for you prosperity and abundance. I wish for you to step into your power and self-confidence. I wish for you long life and health. And I wish for you a grand adventure. Now, I will probably put each one of these on every one of these pine cones that I'm going to make. But then I will also add a wish, at least one wish, for that I know is personal to the person that I'm giving this to. Now, once you have your paper written, so there's the paper written, I'm taking a pen and I am going to roll the paper around the pen. And that's what it looks like. Then I am going to take this out and I am going to put it in between the, I don't even know what these are called, but the pieces of the pine cone, the leaves. And we're going to do that with every one of them. Now, while I am doing this, and while I am thinking about the wishes that I'm giving everybody, I am putting my energy into this pine cone. This isn't going to take very long, so we probably won't even be doing anywhere near the normal 20 minutes that we do. But I think that it is, I still think this is a nice craft that you can do by yourself, or you can do with your children. And I think that it is, and I think it's going to work well. Now, I clearly don't have good winding skills, and so I have to kind of sort through this. Now, if somebody that you give this to wants to open these and read what wishes you've had for them, that's perfectly fine, but they're going to want to put them back. You know, fold them back up and put them back in the pine cone. Because what we're going to do is we're going to hang this someplace in the house, whether it is on their tree or in a window, or maybe as part of a table centerpiece. And while it is sitting in their house, the pine cone is going to be absorbing the family's energy as well. So I think I did, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got about 9 wishes here. And that may be, you know, like the max that you can put on your pine cone. It is, because this is actually one of the bigger pine cones that I have in this bag. And, whoops, when we just tipped over. Now, another portion of magic is color magic. And so we're going to put ribbon on this. I went out today and went to Joann's Fabrics to get the ribbon. And here is a shopper's alert. All of the Christmas decorations and bits and pieces, I don't know about the fabric, but their crafty stuff is all on sale for 50% off. So if you were thinking about going and getting something, now is maybe a good idea and a good time to do that. Now, other things that you can do to make it even a little bit more special is, I don't know how well this shows, but there is, we put glitter all over the outside of this. Now, this one is not a cinnamon pine cone, but it has got a lot of very pretty glitter, and that would be an additional nice thing to do if you've got children and you want to do the glitter thing, whoops. Okay, now, each color of the rainbow has a different meaning. You can do red for courage and excitement. Um, Red is also protection. You can do blue for health. You can do green for prosperity. You can do yellow for communication and sun energy. You can do orange for creativity. You can do pink for love. You can do, I have both dark purple and light purple, and those are spiritual colors. And I had both light and dark blue. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to do red for this one. So what you're going to want to do is pick up your pine cone and make sure that you've got a good amount of ribbon at the top. And then once you've got that, because that's how you're going to hang it, right? Then you're going to carefully, so that you don't tie up the hanging piece, you're going to wind it around the pine cone and then wind it back up to where you have your line, the part that you're going to tie. Right? Now you need to have the same amount because we're going to tie it to the pine cone so that it doesn't come off. Whoops. And I did lose one of the wishes, so I have to put the wish back on. So I'm going to tie a granny knot because I want to make sure that it doesn't untie. There we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and do another granny knot up here at the top. Now this gives you the loop. Well, wait a second. I can't find it. There it is. That you can hang this on your tree. Now I'm going to put this one back in because now if you're making it for yourself, you can actually put a little bit of glue on the paper and put it in so that the papers don't fall out. It is, so I've got another one here ready to fall out. Now this is probably not the most beautiful ornament that you'll have on your tree, but what you will have is heartfelt wishes and love from the person that made it. Now, I'm going to hang it on my tree as soon as I get my tree up, and then I'm going to let it collect all of the energies until January 12th. January 12th is the first new moon past Christmas and Yule. Now, normally when I do moon rituals, the new moon is a water ritual. But in this case, we'll be doing a burning ritual because what I'll do is, so if you follow the moons on Facebook Live, you're going to find that it's going to be all switched up for a burning ritual. And we're going to go ahead and say a wonderful little couplet that came from wiccanow.com. And it says, "Cinnamon, imbue me with your magical power, release my fears, and let me access your power. Cinnamon, help me to slip into the stream of money, success, and fulfilling my dreams. Cinnamon, protect me and bring me calm, for this I thank you, so mote it be." So we're going to put that intention into the pine cone on the 12th, and then we're going to go ahead and burn it. And by burning it, all of these wishes that are here that have collected your intentions and your energy and the family that you're giving it to, their energy, it is going to release all those wishes out to the universe so they can be realized. I like this idea personally, and I think that This is going to be a brand new ritual for me for every Christmas and Yule after this one. I hope that you enjoyed this, and it makes a nice gift without breaking the bank. Unless, of course, you're making a million of them and you have to go buy like 10, spools of ribbon. But otherwise, I think that this is the gift for today. So thank you for joining me. We will have another gift on Monday. Not sure what it is. I'm thinking that at some point between now and Yule and Christmas, I would like to try my hand at cinnamon ornaments. Now, I will tell you that I have never been terribly successful with that, but maybe we can do it together and have a fun time. So, thank you for joining me. Take care. Have a great week, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.